look at your beautiful smile. What just happened?
I saw it too.
Yeah, so now you have 2 missing top teeth and a missing bottom tooth, huh?
Good morning, everyone, and today we're going to show you some things that worked in our garden and some things that didn't work in our garden. These were our brassica beds.
And what happened to our brassicas, Esther Pie?
They got eaten by bugs.
Yeah, we got a little bit of kale, but all of our cabbages and broccoli, well, we got a teeny bit of broccoli too, huh?
Yeah.
But most of it got eaten by bugs.
Tiny little bit of broccoli.
What's that?
A tiny little bit of broccoli.
Yeah. And we also put chard in with our brassicas, and some of the chard's still around. We do have a few kale plants hanging around still. So what do you think we should do next year with our brassicas?
I don't know, really.
Should we put some kind of cover over them to keep the bugs out?
Maybe.
You think that might work?
I hope it will.
Me too.
This is one of the tomato and basil beds. They did great.
Good, tomato and basil. We tried 2 kinds of tomatoes. Legend, I believe, and Tigerella. The Legend's doing the best, the Tigerella not so well, but this lemon basil's been awesome.
And it smells great too.
Yes, we've been using it in cold pressed tea, huh?
We planted potatoes under our apple trees and they did great.
There's one there that we missed, huh?
Yep. Nice sized potato.
Yeah.
This year our spinach did great and it's still producing.
Yeah, it's August, huh? Normally spinach would have bolted, but look at this. We have our strawberries and spinach together. This is Bloomsdale long-standing spinach, and we've been harvesting from it since late May, I believe. So May, June, July, August.
Oh.
Are you sleepy?
I just woke up a little bit. This is our first time doing sweet sorghum.
And look, guys, it's doing great. It's about to flower. It's very tall. I'd say it's over twice your height, huh? And right behind Esther is our pole bean trellis. And that's been doing great too, huh? We've had such a dry year that you can see a lot of the pole beans have dried up. We have 2 different varieties. The variety on the left over here is rattlesnake, and it did pretty good through the drought. It's starting to produce again. It kind of died back and now it's coming back to life. And then on the right hand side we did Bilhaldi. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a purple pole bean. And it has not done very well, so we probably won't do it again. It is not drought hardy. It's trying to come back, but not doing so good. You like green beans?
Joshua's honeydew melon did great.
Yeah, we tried a new variety. It's an orange flesh honeydew melon, and all the plants have pretty much died back now, but we had a bunch of yummy melon, huh?
Yeah.
And what's right here? Growing up nice and tall where the melons were.
Corn.
Corn. And do you remember what kind of corn that was?
There is, I think, glass gem corn.
Good.
And I can't remember what kind.
There was a sweet corn that we already harvested, which we probably won't do again next year. I don't remember the variety, but it didn't do very well. The bugs ate it like crazy, which I guess is just gonna be typical for Missouri sweet corn.
Also, but these corns, they didn't get bug eaten.
Yeah, the glass gem didn't get buggy, and we've been starting to harvest it and dry it out for popping, huh?
Yep.
Do you like the glass gem corn?
It looks really cool. I don't know how it tastes.
Yeah, it's beautiful. We'll see how it tastes later, huh? Wanted to say real quick about pole beans that we've done Missouri Wonder in the past, and I so wish I would have saved seeds. I didn't save any seed, and I've had trouble finding it again, but I think that Missouri Wonder pole beans are going to be our top pole bean that we're going to go with. So I'm looking for the seeds, hoping to find them again, because they did fantastic through our summer drought season. They just kept producing nonstop all through the summer, and they were wonderful. So we need to find some Missouri Wonder Beans, huh?
Yep. This squash is our most exciting experiment.
Yeah, this year we tried a new squash variety, and it is so fun.
Yeah, and for a big
Zucchino rampicante, I believe that's how you say it, and it's great for using just like you would zucchini when it's young. Makes an excellent cooked squash, or you can let it stay on the vine like we have these two, and it gets a nice hard outside shell on it for storing. We haven't tasted it in its mature state yet, so we'll see what it tastes like. Maybe make some kind of pie out of it, huh?
Yep.
That's been our funnest experiment though, huh?
Yep. And also this purple teepee plant, green bean plant hasn't done so great.
Yeah, we tried a new bush bean variety called purple teepee, and it didn't do so well. I'm not sure if it's where we planted it or if it was because of the drought. You can see it's got a couple little beans. It's fun because they produce above the foliage, so they're easier to spot. So that's a benefit to the purple teepee, but I don't think it liked the drought so well. It is trying to come back and produce a little bit right now, but it hasn't really given us much, has it?
Nope.
Hey, Jay.
Nope.
Good morning.
Can I pick the green bean and the purple bean?
You may pick the purple bean, yes.
Can I pick this purple bean?
Sure. Enjoy. See how it tastes. Does it taste good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's keep on moving through the garden.
Look at the melon. Watermelon.
Yeah, we're trying to get a watermelon, guys. It's really tiny. They keep dying on the vine because it's just been so hot.
Yeah, the
and
one
dry.
over here died.
But there's a little one. Maybe we'll still get watermelon.
I hope you will.
And this is our big patch of winter squash and corn that we already harvested for the most part.
Where, Mama?
Oh, there's another little watermelon. Tiny. This is just a little miniature sweet watermelon variety.
Look how tiny these two are.
It's so cute.
It's a little fuzzy.
This whole bed all along the back of our garden that we put in to help capture nutrient so it wouldn't run out of the garden. Other than a few potatoes and some creeping thyme and possibly a few sweet potatoes, it has not produced well. Oh, and I guess there is a tomato plant that it's producing, huh?
Mama, look, it's definitely a different color here.
Yeah, that's a black variety of cherry tomato we're trying this year.
I think it's going to get really dark red, though.
Dark red. Yeah, it won't actually be black, but
Yeah,
dark red.
Your tomato. I'm going to eat a black tomato.
So, do you know why this bed didn't produce well, Esther?
I think the little things didn't have enough sun.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of sun. That was one thing. It was back here in the back of the garden, harder to water. But then the main reasons is because we had black walnut trees that we just cut down last winter. So I think they were still being affected by the stuff from the black walnut trees, as well as the compost we put in here was some of the least composted horse manure. So I think it wasn't quite broken down enough. So maybe next year we'll have better success with our raised beds.
Our string trellis system has been great for our tomatoes.
Yeah, we put our tomatoes, or we are growing our tomatoes up strings connected to a pole up at the top here. You may have seen, if you're on Patreon, you may have seen our video about that. And it has been so great. It has made the tomato growing so easy. You just kind of wind those plants up the strings and it keeps them off the ground and healthy, huh?
Yep.
We'll definitely do that again.
Look at this nice winter squash.
Yeah, we've tried a bunch of different squash this year. This is another one that's doing pretty good. We also have a Pennsylvania Dutch crookneck down there that's doing okay. One of our biggest challenges here in Missouri is the squash borer that gets into the squash plants. So I'm really excited about the Zucchino rampicante. It has been the best of, I believe, 8 different varieties that we planted this year. We had pretty much no losses with that one. It's done excellent, and I love that you can eat it fresh, or you can let it stay on the vine to mature and become a storable squash. So we're definitely going to stick with that one next year. The Crown Prince is doing probably second best. We also have a lemon squash that's just a fresh eating, not a storable squash, and that's doing pretty good this year as well. There's one other, I'll have to look up the name because I can't remember, other than the Pennsylvania Dutch. There's one other that's also doing pretty well. So what we're trying to do is figure out some squash varieties that are going to be able to resist the squash borer and make it to maturity and give us a good harvest. The other thing is squash bugs. This year we haven't had a huge problem with squash bugs, and I think it might be because we've been letting baby chicks and ducks, mama ducks with ducklings, into our garden, not all the time, but just for little spurts at a time, and I think they've been helping with the squash bugs. I don't even know for sure if they're eating them, but their presence anyway seems to be helping with the squash bugs this year. So that's another thing we're experimenting with to see if that will be a sustainable bug prevention method for the future for our squash.
Look at all the little carrots I got from our garden.
Yeah, a bunch of little carrots, huh?
This one's a weird carrot. What's going on?
Yeah.
Wow.
We've never really been successful with carrots. They either are bitter or just never really grow. So this is the first year we're actually getting some little sweet carrots, which is fun, huh? I think one is Cosmic Purple that we got free from Baker Creek. And the other one's probably a little Nantes carrot. So I'm hopeful for more carrots in the future, are you?
Yep, I love carrots.
Carrots are delicious. Here's another success we've had. This is Ford Hook Giant Chard, and it has withstood the heat and drought absolutely fantastically, if that's a word. We've just got one small row of it. I wish I would have planted more. You can see it's got some bug damage, but compared to our other chard, it's survived the bugs much better as well. So this is definitely a keeper for us. Ford Hook Giant Chard.
That's all for now. Thanks for joining us in the garden today. We pray blessing over you and yours, and whatever you do, do it with your whole heart.